Hi everyone, it's Jenny Yetto from the Pixie Post, and I'm back with another video, which I was not expecting to do today. But I felt a Pixie Stomp rant coming on, and while I'm not going to be too harsh, because you know how I am, I do feel a few things need to be said. And again, everything I say here is from my point of view, so take it for what it's worth. But there are some realities that we all need to understand and deal with. I've been on social media today, and granted, that's not exactly the most positive outlet or positive platform to always go on. The one that is, for the most part, is a Hive blockchain. And side note, if you're not there already, you should be on there. It pays you to curate, to create content, to post comments, to create relationships, engage, the whole 9 yards. And it's really, really enjoyable. It's life-affirming in some ways, it's challenging, it's thought-provoking, and it's just plain fun. So, side note there. But I've been on Facebook, I've been on Twitter, I've been on Instagram a little bit today, and I use all these outlets as well as the blockchain dApps to promote my brand, to promote what I stand for as a person and as the Pixie Post business. And through the past couple months, there's been so much separation in people's mentality because of the quarantine and the virus throughout the world. And a lot of it's understandable because things are very uncertain, unstable in a lot of situations. We don't really know what's going to happen next, even though we can make our assumptions, be hopeful for the most part, but also maybe be pessimistic with some other people. Everybody's doing an individual journey right now, and I really don't fault anyone for feeling how they feel, because we are all human, we all have unique journeys, we all have a story that not everybody knows about, so it's a really important time to remember that. But what I've been noticing the past month or so, especially, there's been more and more judgment, more and more anger, more and more fear, more and more separation. And while some of this is totally human to feel, and we should acknowledge any emotions that we do have, a lot of us are choosing to dwell there, to stay there, and let that dominate their whole lives. And while some of us are going through a tougher time than others, all of us can agree on one thing. This has been a very, very challenging year so far, and a challenging start to a new decade. But what do we do with all that experience, with all those emotions and all those perspectives? We can make two choices. We can make a choice to stay there, to dwell in the pessimistic perspective, to expel any positive vibes that you can have in your life. Choose a reality where you don't look within, you don't do any work on yourself, you don't try to keep your heart and your mind open to learn from one another, to possibly take another step and uplift someone, or even uplift yourself through the times of darkness. Fear dominates you. Fear is everywhere. Fear is in the media. Fear is in even music, TV, people's approaches with each other, having to wear masks and wash your hands. And while we do need to take precautions, we do need to be careful and be safe and be smart, it is not okay to treat each other with rudeness, disrespect, brush people off to the side because they're having a tougher journey than you are. Act like you're more than someone else. And I've been seeing an attitude spreading like the virus itself that, dare I say, could be worse than the virus itself. because I know it's not a perfect world, but this is a chance where we can empower ourselves and empower each other and really look into our hearts and wonder, maybe, can I make a difference? Can I help uplift someone today? Even if I don't feel that great, can I still help someone? Can I still give people hope? And it doesn't have to be any major actions or any major words, but just being there for someone when they really need the support can make all the difference in the world. It could mean making a donation if you have money to spare. It could mean bringing a meal to someone who's quarantined and can't get out. And it could even mean making a life change. Not just sitting and watching TV all day and collecting unemployment. If you don't like the job you're going to go back to, make a change. Leave. Leave that job. Get another job. Build your business. Build your dream. This is the time, because the more fear there's out there to stop everyone from living their lives to the fullest as best as they can, then fear wins. The Matrix wins. And I'll get into about the Matrix another day. But the more we feed into this energy of fear, the more it will grow. Now, do you really want to give a negative energy like that the more power than it already has? Of course you don't. So do what you can to look inward. If you don't like how things are, start with you. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. Give yourself grace. But do look within. See how you can be the change. And if each one of us does this, even in a small way, it will have a ripple effect. And soon, fear will be nothing but a memory. So that's my rant for today. Take it or leave it. I hope it helped resonate for you. And if you're feeling the same way, you're not alone. We can be better than this. And we can empower ourselves and each other. So, well, with that, sorry I got a little emotional there, but I'm not sorry for what I said or for how I feel. So, on the last note, as always, to know thyself is to know thy truth. Namaste.